Hello students. So in this class we will going to discuss about the continuing part of the fourth chapter, that is motion in a plane. In that we will going to discuss about the motion in a plane with a constant acceleration. Till now we discuss about the position as well as velocity as well as the acceleration in the two dimension, right? Now we will going to discuss about the motion in a plane with a constant acceleration. So, first of all, what is acceleration? Acceleration is change velocity with respect to a time, right? Suppose on the right side, you can observe here, if the object is moving from at the time t is equal to 0 to final at t is equal to t, okay? Then the initial velocity will be u and the final velocity will be v, and the displacement will be initially it is r naught and finally it is r. Okay, by using this concept, let us going to discuss the constant acceleration. That is, acceleration is change of velocity with respect to time. Here, what is the change? The final velocity will be v minus initial will be u divided by the final time taken will be t minus initial will be at 0. So, which is equal to v minus u divided by t, right? So, finally, a is equal to v minus u divided by t na ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, just cross multiply, then you will get at is equal to v minus u. By that equation you can write v is equal to u plus at, right? Call this as an equation number 1. So this is the similar equation what we have discussed in the previous chapter, right? In the one dimension. But in the component form, since it is a two dimension, so we can write it in the both component along x axis as well as along y axis. How we can write? That is vx is equal to ux plus ax into t. That is the velocity along x component and the velocity along y component. Vy is equal to uy plus ay into t, right? So let us going to define the displacement. Displacement is equal to average velocity into time. By this concept, you can write it as displacement is from final to final minus initial is final displacement is what? R minus initially it is R naught, right? Which is equal to average velocity will be, what is the average velocity from this? That is velocity from initial plus final divided by 2 into what is the time taken is t, right? So next, that is r minus r naught is equal to, from equation 1, in place of v what we can write? V is equal to u plus at, right? So just substitute here u plus in place of v, u plus at divided by 2 into t. Then r minus r naught is equal to, just you make a mathematics here, that is 2ut plus at square. That t outside the bracket just multiplies inside the bracket. Then it will become 2ut plus at square divided by 2. So which is equal to 2ut divided by 2 will become 2 to get cancelled, it is ut, plus at square divided by 2 will be 1 by 2 into at square, right? So r is equal to r naught, just take the r naught into this side, that is from is equal to r is equal to r naught plus ut plus half at square, right? So in component form, how we can write this equation? This equation is also similar to the previous equation which we have discussed in the one dimensional motion, right? So where there we get s is equal to s ut plus half at square, right? So here displacement is r minus r naught. So r is equal to r naught plus ut plus half at square. So in component form, we can write this equation as, along x axis x naught plus ux into t plus half ax into t square. Then along y axis, y is equal to y naught plus uy into t plus half ay into t square, right? So finally we can conclude that from these two expression, that is from constant acceleration and displacement, we can conclude that the motion in a plane is equivalent to two separate and simultaneous one-dimensional motion with a constant acceleration in a two separate perpendicular direction. So you have to think over this statement, that is we have a one dimensional equation, that is v is equal to u plus at and s is equal to ut plus half at square. These are the equation for the one dimensional motion, right? In the x and y axis. So but here we are considering the two dimensional motion. So here we have considered the acceleration in a two axis which is perpendicular to each other, that is what the equivalent to two separate means along x axis and along y axis simultaneously, means at the same time we are considering the two dimensional. ಈಗ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಟೂ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೈಮಲ್ಟೇನಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ವೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, one dimensional with a constant acceleration in two perpendicular direction. That is, suppose I am considering the constant acceleration a with along ax nu consider ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ as well as ay ಯು consider ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ, right? So then x component and y component which is both are perpendicular to each other, right? So both are perpendicular to each other. So therefore this concludes that motion in a plane is equivalent to the two separate and simultaneous one dimensional motion with constant acceleration in the two perpendicular direction. I hope it is clear to you. Next we will going to discuss about some problems, that is based on this concept, that is a body travels with a velocity represented by a vector v is equal to t I cap plus 2 plus t j cap plus 1 minus t k cap, where t is the time. Describe the motion of the body. So they are asking to describe the motion of the body. ಈಗ ನಾವು motion of the body ನ ನಾವು describe ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ velocity ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, both initial as well as the final, because the acceleration of find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ change in velocity at that time. So acceleration here we know that vector v, that is the final velocity, v is equal to t I cap plus 2 plus t j cap plus 1 minus t k cap. So acceleration is dv divided by dt, right? So therefore just differentiate this equation, that is d by dt of vector v is what? T I cap. With respect to t, what is the differentiation of t I cap? That is 1 or I cap plus 2 plus t j cap. What is the differentiation of 2? Which is constant, therefore 0, plus t j cap is, again it is j cap, plus 1 minus t j cap, t k cap. So what is the differentiation of 1 k cap? It is 0, because 1 is constant value, therefore 0, minus what is minus t k cap? Differentiation is minus 1 k cap, therefore minus k cap. So a is independent on time. Why? Because it does not depend on any other time value, right? So we can say that acceleration is independent on the time. So we can say the acceleration is constant. So what is the magnitude of this acceleration? Just take a root of these values. So 1 I cap means 1 plus j cap is 1 plus k cap is minus inside the, since we are taking magnitude, right? So square ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, minus ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square become 3 square. So root of 3. Sorry, 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 will become 3. Therefore root of 3 meter per second square. So this is the value of our acceleration. Suppose if I took t is equal to 0, because I have to find out the initial velocity. So initially what was the time taken? So t is equal to 0. So just put the t is equal to 0 in the equation 1. Then it will become u is equal to, because we are taking a initial velocity, right? So u is equal to, it will become 2 j cap plus k cap, right? Then u is equal to, what is the magnitude of this? That is root of 2 square plus 1 square, which is equal to 2 square is 4 plus 1 is 5, root 5 meter per second. So this is our initial velocity. And now we know the initial velocity, final velocity, as well as the acceleration. Since acceleration is constant here, so we can say that the motion is non-uniform motion. So that's why we just described the motion of the body. The motion of the body is a non-uniform motion. So a is equal to root 3 meter per second square and u is equal to root 3 meter per second. This is our initial velocity and this is our acceleration. Why the motion is non-uniform here? Because acceleration is constant. Therefore, the motion is non-uniform here. So let us go discuss some more problems. That is, next problem will be a passenger arriving in a new town wish to go from a station to a hotel located 10 km away on the straight road from the station. A dishonest cabman takes him along a circulation path 23 km along reaches the hotel in 28 minutes. So what is the average speed of the taxi, and then what is the magnitude of the average velocity, and are you both are equal ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Are the both are equal? So they are asking to find out the average speed on the taxi and the magnitude of the average velocity. So ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ average speed and average velocity ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಈಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟೀಚರ್ ಡಿಸಾನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಕ್ಯಾಬ್ಮ್ಯಾನ್, ಡಿಸಾನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಬ್ಮ್ಯಾನ್, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹಾನೆಸ್ಟಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಅವನು ಹೋಟೆಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಷನಿಂದ. ಹೋಟೆಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ 10 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಇದೆ ಪಾತ್ ಲೆಂತ್. ಬಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವನು ಕ್ಯಾಬ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವನನ್ನ 23 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಅಷ್ಟು 23 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವನ್ನ ಹೋಟೆಲ್ಗೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ನು 10 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡೋವಂಥ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ನ ಇವನು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ಮೇಕ್ 23 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ಅಡ್ಡ ದಾರಿಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಹೋಗಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಹೋಟೆಲ್ಗೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಆವ್ರೇಜ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆವ್ರೇಜ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ನೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಫಾರ್ ಆವ್ರೇಜ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಟೈಮ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಆವ್ರೇಜ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ, 23 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಂಟು minute, just into 60 divided by what is the time taken, it is 28 minute. So into which is equal to 49.29. Just make a mathematics. So it will become 49.29 kilometer per hour. Since we have converted into hour, right? So into 60 ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವರ್ಗೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. therefore average velocity. So what is the average velocity? Velocity will be displacement divided by time, right? So displacement will be how much? Shortest distance. Shortest distance ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು, 10 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಇತ್ತು. 10 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ನ ಅವರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ರು, 23 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಟೈಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ತೊಗೊತಿದ್ರು, 28 ಮಿನಿಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ 28 ಮಿನಿಟನ್ನು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ just multiply 60 on the above, that will become 21.43 kilometer per hour. They are not equal, right? Since ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳಿರೋದು are the two equal, average speed ಮತ್ತು average velocity equal ಆಯ್ತಾ? No, they are not equal because the average velocity is lesser than the average speed, right? So this is what the second problem. Then the third problem, a particle start from origin at t is equal to 0 with the velocity 5.0 I cap meter per second and moves in a x and y plane under the action for a force which produces a constant acceleration of 3.0 I cap plus 2.0 j cap meter per second square. So acceleration value ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ and they are asked to find what is the y coordinate of the particle at the instant with the x coordinate is 84 meter. So x coordinate in the value ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ and what is the speed of the particle at this time. So speed of the particle na ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. So we have to find the speed, right? So initial velocity ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, u is equal to 5 I cap, right? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ with the velocity 5.0 I cap meter per second, that is our initial velocity, and ux is equal to along x component it is 5 and along y component it is 0, right? So a is equal to 3 I cap plus 2 j cap is our acceleration. Now what is the position of the particle? So we have to find the position of the particle. ನಮಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇದೆ, ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ನ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಆರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಯು ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಟು ಟಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಎ ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಟು ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ನಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಇಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಗೊತ್ತು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 84 ಮೀಟರ್. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಇನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ x is r is equal to ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ x is equal to x naught plus ux into t plus half ax into t square. So x value ಎಷ್ಟು 84, x naught initial displacement ಎಷ್ಟು 0 ಇರುತ್ತೆ, plus ux ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ 5 into t plus half into ax component acceleration along x component will be 3 I cap, right? And along y component it is 2 j cap. So ax will be 3 into t square, right? So just make a simple calculation here, that is 84 plus 5t plus 1.5 t square. How it is 1.5? That is 3 divided by 2 will be 1.5. 1.5 into t square. Then just t square on the left side, or 84 on the left side or right side, that is 1.5 into t square plus 5t minus 84, which is equal to 0. So by solving a quadratic equation we get t is equal to 6 seconds, right? So quadratic equation ಇಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. b is equal to minus plus or minus b into root of 2ac divided by something you are doing like, no? So that is t is equal to 6 seconds, and along y axis it is y is equal to y naught plus uy into t plus half ay into t square. So along y component it is 0. Displacement is initially 0, plus uy component will be 0 initially. Then half into ay will be 2, right? 2 into t square, that is half into 2 into t square. So 2 get cancelled, remaining will be y is equal to t square. But we know that t is equal to 6 seconds from the above, right? So now x axis ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ t ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತು, 6 seconds ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತು. So just substitute the value of t 6 seconds, therefore y is equal to 6 square will be 36 meters, right? So now we have to go to find out the speed of the particle, that is v is equal to at time t is equal to 6 seconds. So ಇವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ, ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿನ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ at t is equal to 6 second will be dr divided by dt. So the displacement is along x and y component, therefore dx divided by dt into I cap plus dy divided by dt into j cap. Then along x component it is 5 plus 3 into I cap, plus along y component it will be 2 j cap, right? So 5 plus 3 into t will be 6 seconds into I cap, plus 2 into t will be 6 into j cap. So just 6 3s are 18 plus 5 will be 23 I cap plus 6 2s are 12 j cap. Then magnitude of vector v will be 23 square plus 12 square will be something you will get, and its root of value will be 26 meter per second, right? I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.